So given the size of your organisation, I mean, you are literally one of the largest housing associations in the UK. You've really supported the idea of collaboration with other housing associations. Can you sort of describe your vision and its potential?
Okay, well, I think that collaboration can happen in lots and lots of different ways. So at one end, there's just the basic procurement of it all, kind of collaboration. You know, we all run pretty similar businesses. Yes, we might do different things, but ultimately, it's our house. It's got windows, it's got roof, and it's got doors. It's got people that live in it. We collect rent. We do the maintenance on that. So I say, why on earth we can't all get together to procure just the software to run that? Would give us some incredible muscle in the marketplace. And yes, okay, Home Group, we've got a bit of muscle, but not really in the grand scheme of things on this kind of global software marketplace. We're not big enough to exercise that. But if all of us came together, then I think that's a really attractive proposition for us in terms of muscle, driving down cost, but for a provider as well. And that just means putting aside some of our ego, particularly chief exec ego, and just saying, what are the common issues and how do we get a common standard and how do we get something we can all do? That just seems such a no-brainer to me. I struggle to understand why we haven't been able to come together. Although I see very encouraging moves nowadays. So on the software procurement side, I think that's fairly easy. On the other side, I mean, I think our biggest kind of service, if you like, that we provide is repairs and maintenance. And again, it drives me crazy to see a Home Group van followed by Housing Association X van followed by Housing Association Y van, all driving down the same damn street to do essentially the same job. And that is just crazy. So why we can't have some kind of, just a different way of looking at it. So rather than we have a van full of bits and bobs and Bob the Builder goes out, fixes stuff or doesn't fix stuff, etc. We just do it in different ways. Why don't we have, for example, an Amazon-like fulfillment partner who just holds all of that stock and just maybe drones it out to customers? Relatively easy to get washers and taps and all that kind of stuff out. And Amazon manage that pretty well, and others do as well. So why we have to have quite traditional parts procurement and sourcing bit is one thing. Why do we have to have 6 different vans? Can we not just collaborate? And there's sort of really interesting bits of technologies, nano technology I was looking at for a while. We can have, it's not hard to have vans that can change colour and change logo as it drives down the street according to, you can map it and it goes past a Home Group house, it turns into a Home Group van. It goes past another house and it turns into their logo. That's not hard. Gives you that recognition that you need, gives you that customer kind of confidence of who's doing it. But again, why? But we only need one van instead of 6 of the damn things, which are charging all over the country, doing enormous miles. And then the procurement of individual services as well. We're either tied up with a big in-house or a big private contractor to do our maintenance services. But again, that might work, it might not work, it might be good, bad, or indifferent. But couldn't we go to a very local kind of service? I'm a big believer, if the guy that cuts your grass parks his car outside his house 100 yards down the road, he knows you can go and scratch it, one morning. He's going to do a damn good service because he cares, because he sees, because he's part of that community. I think, could we not have some combination between kind of Facebook and Check a Trader and that kind of thing, to almost have a spot market of locally assured providers to do those, particularly some of the one-offs, the uniques or the specialist services that an in-house team or a big contractor can't do. Can you start to scale that up as well? So I think there's all sorts of technologies we should be exploring. And this we'll do everything all for ourselves approach, I think just doesn't have a place in the future for any organisation. We all need to change.